everyone, long time no see. Sorry I haven't been posting a lot. Like I said in my last video, I've been having some camera troubles, my phone's being weird, but today I'm gonna do a story time. So, back in 2018, I was in my senior year of high school, and I started dating this person. They had their own house, well, they had their own apartment and stuff, so, like, me being 18, just finishing up high school, I thought it was kind of cool, because I was still living with my parents, so that was, like, my getaway. So, I ended up spending more time at their house than my parents' house, and I wish I didn't. So, I met them in, like, March of 2018, like, freshly 18. And, I spent the night at their house for the first weekend. That was, like, our little, like, date type thing, and we went to Santa Cruz and stuff. We went to the boardwalk. So we started dating then. So, let's see. I'm trying to think about how to put this. So, everything was really good in the beginning. Like every other relationship, it's always good during the honeymoon phase, okay? So, honeymoon phase starts to, like, fade away, and stuff starts going downhill. They started asking me for an open relationship. I would constantly tell them no, I wasn't comfortable with that. And then some family matters happened, and I started spending more time with my family because, it was needed. And she basically told me that, like, I was a piece of shit, like, I should be with her 24/7. Every time I tried to go to school to finish off my senior year, keep in mind I'm still in my senior year of high school, trying to get my senior project done, trying to get my senior paper done so I can graduate. And the only thing on their mind, or on her mind, was you need to be with me 24/7, you need to get a job, you can't do anything, you can't talk to your family, you can't go to school, you can't leave the house, da-da-da-da. And so it was one thing after another, honestly, and it was to the point where when that family matter happened, I was with her, and I got the call stating that it would happen, and I told her, I was like, yo, I need to go, like, this is bad, I have to leave. And she was like, oh, too bad I'm not taking you. You can't drive, so I don't know how you're going to get there. Have fun. You can't leave. And if you do, you're the worst partner in the world. Like, you don't love me. Just guilt tripping me into staying. And at that point, I was like, oh, okay, I really need to get out of this. So I called one of my friends, and I was like, yo, I need to go home. A family matter happened. And he was like, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm right around the corner anyways. So he came and picked me up, and I went home, and I dealt with that. And then I went back, and I stayed for a little while because I was like, okay, maybe it will get better. And it was getting worse and worse to the point where it was my best friend's graduation, and I went to his graduation, and she blew up my phone saying, I was the worst person in the world because I wasn't talking to her. And keep in mind, I didn't have, like, an actual phone. I had the iPhone 5C, I think. No, I had the iPhone 5. iPhone 4, iPhone 5. Anyways, my phone ran off of Wi-Fi. So if I didn't have Wi-Fi, it did not work. So she, like, blew up my phone and saying that I was the worst partner in the world. I need to get to her now. She was, like, the top priority, and that's what she expected. And it was, no, I have a school, I have family. And so when I got home, my phone just started, like, pinging off the roof. And so I went over to her, and I started, like, talking to her, and I was like, yo, I was busy. You can't be just blowing up my phone like that. That's not okay. And she was, well, I was depressed. I needed attention. Like, you're the worst partner in the world. You don't care about me. And I was like, that's not the case. It's the case that I'm busy, and you can't be blowing up my phone because I don't blow up your phone when you're at work. And, like, she got better about it. and then it went downhill again. And it would just constantly be like that, constantly go up and down, like no big deal, like it didn't even happen. And my final straw was when it was either get drunk or do stuff with her. And it was like, so you want me to pick what we're doing tonight? And if I wasn't in the mood to deal with that, she'd get mad at me again and say that I was the worst partner in the world, and that I should, she would try to guilt trip me. Oh, I should just go kill myself, da 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 da, like, this isn't okay. You're the worst person in the world. You just make me want to kill myself all the time. And I became a person that drank on a regularly. I drank every single night so I wouldn't have to do stuff with her because I didn't want to. And so I was like, at that point, I had graduated high school, and I was like, shit, I need to get my shit together. I can't be dating this person anymore. So I broke it off. I slowly gathered my things out of the house of her house, and she kind of caught on. She was like, oh, you're leaving me. You're breaking up with me. If you're doing that, just tell me. And, I was genuinely scared for my life. Or during our fights, she had, pushed me against a wall, or shoved me out of her way, or raised her hand to me. So I was like, okay, well, I can't start this because I know for a fact that she'll probably try to lay hands on me. So I was like, no, I just need to take it home and get it washed, da da da. And then once I got all my clothing out, I was like, okay, we're through. I texted her and I was like, I can't do this anymore. We're breaking up. And she was upset about it. Every relationship that ends, you're obviously going to be upset about it. But I honestly was not upset about this. It was, you're toxic. You're pretty much emotionally abusing me, and it's not okay. And you tried to sexually abuse me. And so if I didn't want to do stuff with her, she'd guilt trip me into it. And that's not okay. That's not consensual. So I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with it. And so then I called my buddy up and I was like, hey, you're stronger than me. I need you to show up and protect me, because if she lays hands on me, you need to be there. I left something there. I need to go get it. So, it was my skincare routine stuff, because at that time I was actually trying to clear my face, which it actually is kind of now. So we showed up, and I knocked on the door. I pre-warned her. I was like, hey, I'm coming to pick up the last bit of my stuff. And so she opened the door and she let me come in and grab it. She tried to hug me, and I just kind of walked out, just kind of brushed her off. And my friend was like, don't touch her, don't try. She's not putting up with you anymore. What you did was not okay. And so I went back home, and a month after that, I started to see my wife. We met and we started going on dates, and, we started hanging out more. And while that relationship was still new, this person, my ex, would blow up my phone and harass me and tell me I was the shittiest person in the world, and then tell my wife, good luck, she'll get bored of you, she doesn't love you, da 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 da. And my wife just kind of went off on her, so, excuse me. But 2 years later now, I have no contact with them. They don't try to reach out to me, which I'm beyond grateful for. So the moral of the story is, if you're dating someone and you think it's toxic, and you have a gut feeling that it's toxic, it probably is. If they're controlling what you wear, where you go, who you talk to, controlling any aspect of your life, it is toxic, and they're trying to control you, which is abuse. So don't sit there and take it. Stand up for yourself. Don't stay in a relationship because you feel like you have to, because honestly, you don't have to stay in any relationship at all. You don't need someone to complete you, if you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah. Peace out.